We recently purchased this 16-year-old Mazda MX-5 and a delightful vehicle, but we did find that one of the door speakers in the Bose hi-fi system is munted, which is a lovely Kiwi expression. But basically it means it's rooted, and not in a quiet way. It's very distorted and makes it unpleasant to listen to any audio. So this is what I did. I'm planning to replace the door speakers in my Mazda MX-5 NC. It has the Bose 7-speaker stereo system, and this is the woofer, 8-inch woofer from the driver's side door, and it is dead. Well, it produces sound, but it's very distorted, and when I move the speaker, something is rattling inside. It's an unusual design. It has a neodymium magnet, which makes it very lightweight, and it's kind of a reverse design, because there's the magnet and this is where the sound comes out. There's the cone, and it has interestingly this rubber shroud which prevents any water that might get inside the door won't get to the cone. I don't think Bose are making new ones of these, and to get a good used replacement is about $337 US. When you translate that to Australian dollars and add postage, that's per speaker, by the way. You can see that gets quite expensive. So I'm going to replace this with a conventional speaker. I've found a mid-bass woofer. One of the critical things about finding a replacement speaker is, as you can see, this is a very shallow design, and the space in the door is about 65 millimeters, or what's that, 2 3/4 inches. So to find a replacement that was affordable was not that easy. The other thing is that there are proprietary connectors for the signal to the speaker, and I could just simply remove the connectors, strip the wires back, and just join everything old school. But I am going to try to remove this connector. I think it's just a single rivet, and then I'm hoping that I can connect the new speaker to that, so I don't have to remove the door connectors. We'll see how I get on. So this is the replacement speaker that I've chosen. It's from MTX Audio, and as you can see, it's an 8-inch. It's pretty hard to find 8-inch full range speakers, so I've gone for a woofer. It's a mid-bass speaker, 4 ohms. The original Bose speaker has an impedance of 2 ohms, but it's a solid state amp, so it's going to handle a change in speaker impedance without too much trouble. And here it is. So conventional style speaker. It is much heavier than the Bose speaker, but well, we'll just have to live with that. And as you can see, it is quite a shallow design, and hopefully, if I've done my measurements correctly, that is going to fit into the space. And I'm hoping also that I'll be able to bolt it straight into the holes that exist in the door frame. Okay, so I've drilled out the rivet holding the connector in place. Fortunately, that was just an aluminium rivet, so it didn't take too much work. And yes, that comes straight off, and I'll just have to unsolder the connections on either side. Good. So far so good. Okay, so here's the downside of replacing the Bose 8-inch door speaker, the woofer, with a non-Bose replacement, simply because the Bose is pretty much unreplaceable. So the Bose with its neodymium magnet weighs in at under half a kilo. And here we go, my efficient and affordable replacement 8-inch mid-bass woofer with a conventional ceramic magnet comes in at 2 kilos. So one of the principles behind the MX-5 is to have a small naturally aspirated engine driving a very lightweight vehicle, and so Mazda did everything they could to reduce the weight of unnecessarily heavy components, and here I am piling on the weight. Admittedly, we're only talking about maybe an extra 6 kilos, but there's not much alternative. Well, here I am inside the door. I won't show you how I did this because there are videos online that will tell you that. Now, it does look as though the fixing holes for the new 8-inch speaker are in the right place, but there are little tabs here at the bottom and at the top which are going to get in the way, so I'm just using a hacksaw blade to remove those, and then we'll see what happens after that. So there we go, the first tab which I've removed from here is out of the way. On to tab number 2. Well, good news, the fitting holes seem to be correct for the new speaker, so that's going to fit right in. The next tricky bit is wiring the speaker up. I'm hoping to use the same click connectors. That's the one from the amp, and this is the one that I have removed from the Bose speaker. Now that really can't go in behind the speaker, so I'm going to have to run wires out. There's a little access point here, and run wires out and find some suitable position to mount this to the door so that everything can be connected. Time for the thinking cap. Okay, here's the speaker with the leads soldered. I have checked the polarity to make sure that the red is the positive lead, and I've connected what I hope is a long enough section, and that goes to the socket to connect to the hi-fi system. Now when I turn this on, the audio may not sound as good as it really is because the phone microphone can only reproduce so much, but